Get straight to it, guys. So this is HFX for everyone that is completely brand new. HFX, guys, is high frequency. It's quick. It's fast. What we do is we kind of just, we're time-based traders. So we predict in the market where it's going in a certain amount of time. So you just got to make sure that, you have your right time set up. You have your amount set up. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to analyze, the market. I'm going to analyze, what I'm looking for. And all you guys really have to do is just follow along. If you guys agree with what I see in my analysis, you guys can also take those same exact trades. So let's see here real quick. This is the platform, guys, that I use. There's a lot of different platforms out there that you can guys have at your disposal. Just do some research, look up, different HFX platforms that you can trade on, time-based platforms that you can trade on. There'll be a list that you guys can choose. I don't recommend any platforms. That's really up to you. The platform is a completely separate entity of IM Mastery Academy, so it has nothing to do with IM. It's just what we operate on and what you guys can use if you would like. But they all basically look exactly like this, and they kind of do all the same exact things. So the way it works is you basically pick a currency pair that you would like to trade. My favorite pair, guys, if you're taking notes, is USDJPY. That's really all I ever trade is USDJPY because it's my favorite pair. It's the one that I made the majority of the money that I've made with is USDJPY. My second favorite is Euro USD. And we'll kind of get into why those are my two favorite pairs, but those are my two favorite pairs is USDJPY and then Euro USD. And then kind of like on the outside, my third favorite is Euro JPY, is EJ. So those are my top three favorite pairs. Now, if I'm looking at a setup, if I'm looking at the market and I'm doing my analysis, guys, basically what you're going to do is you're going to go over here and you're going to select that currency pair that I'm talking about. So if it's USDJPY, you just want to make sure you have USDJPY selected. If I say I saw an entry on Euro USD, you just want to make sure you have Euro USD selected. And then over here on the right-hand side, guys, this is the most crucial part of where the platform, or what the platform does. So we're time-based traders. And if we're using CASHTRAP on the Hourglass app, you're going to want to make sure that you have 3 minutes selected. So write this down, guys. You're going to want to make sure you have the correct pair selected. You're going to want to make sure you have 3 minutes selected. And then in this amount section, you want to risk a max of 3% of your account, including a bonus. Now, people have asked me 100 million times what the bonuses are. I think there's one that's now promo 200 and then also max 200. Both of those give you 200%. So promo 200 and max 200. But I'm going to go over bonuses to make sure you guys understand the rules with bonuses. Because with a bonus, guys, you got to make sure you turn your account over three times in order to start withdrawing from these types of platforms. So I believe it works on all of them. I'm not 100% sure. Those are just ones that have been kind of thrown around, tossed around that I know work. So promo 200 and max 200 should seem to work pretty well. But the way you have to trade and what you have to understand is that if you do take one, you do have to turn your account over 3 times. So if you put $500 in, yes, you'll have $1,500 in your account, but you're going to have to turn your account over to $4,500 in the bottom right-hand corner in order to start withdrawing. Now, if you're going to trade for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, it should not be an issue. If you're a week trader, you're like, hey, I'm going to be in this for a week, 2 weeks, don't take a bonus. Like, it's just, don't do it. This is not a get rich quick. This is an investment for you guys. It's going to take some time. Have a long-term mindset. Compound your account. Like, taking the bonus, all it does is just helps you compound your account more. But 3% max of whatever your amount says. So if it's $500, $15 is the max that you really should ever risk. Now that's my proper risk. You can have your own proper risk in place. It's smart to have because, like I said, at the end of the day, I didn't have proper risk when I first started and I struggled. I blew a lot of accounts because I thought that it would be okay to, risk a dollar amount instead of a percentage. When I had $500 in my account, I thought that $50 was not a big trade. I was like, I looked at my total amount in my account and I was like, $500, $50, that's nothing. I could lose that trade, take another one and make it up. And I just realized that it just doesn't work that way. So 3% just happens to be, I think, the best possible amount. Now, if you take the bonus, you take the 200%, your 500 will be 1,500, so then you can risk 45. Now, the money that you profit, this money that you profit right here, that is withdrawable. The money that they gave you is not withdrawable. So if you start with 500 bucks, you win your first trade with the bonus, it's gonna be $35. That's withdrawable, not the 1,000 that they gave you. So just want to put that out there for you guys because I want everybody to be educated. I don't want people to be in the dark. I want people to know exactly the rules, and I don't want anybody to be blindsided for when they decide to start and open up an account. So there's two options with HFX. It's either it's going up or it's going down. Now, if I go in for a call, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take $45 out of my account and I'm going to put it into the market. And if I'm doing a call, what I'm saying to the platform and what I'm saying to the broker is, hey, I believe in the next 3 minutes, price will be above where it's at right now whenever I press the call button. If I press the put button, what I'm saying is I believe that price will be below where it's at right now in the next 3 minutes. Now, it does not matter how far, it just matters that it's in the right direction. So, guys, if that makes sense, real quick, type some 3s in the chat real quick, guys. If that makes sense, type some 3s in the chat because I wanted to go over the platform first. I'm going to save this video. It's kind of going to be like a new start video just to make sure you guys are following along. You guys are understanding it. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit longer. It's going to be a little bit more nitpicky. It's going to be more in depth, but it's because I want to make sure that all brand new people get started the right way. So that's the platform. Now, how do we know which way the market's going to move? We could guess. Yes, we could, go in for a call if we want to go in for a call. We can go in for a put if we want to go in for a put. But that would just be gambling. So what we do is we use my strategy, which is CASHTRAP. Now, CASHTRAP, guys, it's in process. This is something that's been worked on now for about 1.5 years. It used to be just a strategy. It used to be kind of just a bunch of different indicators on a template that you could kind of collect different indicators and then go in for the trade. And then it evolved into some arrows. I sat down with the developers for about 4 months, guys, and I told them, this is when I'm gonna trade. This is why I would take that trade. And then they developed the arrows to go with, my template. So the template is really all the lines that you see. The algorithm is the arrow. So that's, when I would trade, why I would take that trade. That's all embedded in there. And that's always changing. It's always getting better. More data, more info is going into that all the time. They're always working on it. So it's going to continue to just keep getting better and better and better and better. But that's, that was kind of like that second part. Then we brought in the currency strength meter. Now, if you guys are wondering what the currency strength meter is, basically, guys, what the currency strength meter tells you is which currency out of the two that we're looking at is stronger. Now, why does that matter? Well, basically, guys, if we're looking at, let's say, USD JPY, think about it, or actually, let's do Euro USD. So let's take the pair Euro USD as an example. Now, if you're taking notes, write down Euro USD. And what I want you to understand is that 1 euro equals a certain amount of US dollars if you're looking at Euro USD. The first currency in every pair is always 1. Always equals 1. So Euro USD is 1 euro equaling X amount of US dollars. Right now, it's $1.18, 528. So, but if we were just to talk about plain currency, if we had a euro, we went to the airport and we exchanged it, we'd get $1.18 back. Now, obviously there's 3 digits at the end of it, which are percentages, and most likely we'd get $1.19 back because it's 529, which is, 5 is above, it goes to it round up, so it would go to 19. But that's how that works. So 1 euro equaling a certain amount of US dollars. Well, the reason why the currency strength meter matters is because, hey, let's say the euro is really strong. Like, let's look right here. The euro is 36. So it has a rating of 36. And the US dollar has a rating of 26. So the euro is stronger than the US dollar. 1 euro equals X. If the 1 is strong and it's gaining strength, I got a question for you. Is it going to take more US dollars or less US dollars? I'm getting a little bit of both. It's more. Because if the 1 is stronger and the 1's never going to change, well then guess what? To get that dollar, the US dollar is going to continue to keep going up until it gets to the same strength. Once it gets to the same strength, sometimes you'll see them flip. Then the dollar might become stronger than the euro. It'll pull that number down. So that's why, guys, the currency strength meter is important. Because we got the arrow and then we got the currency strength meter. So, let me ask you another question. If we see that the euro is stronger than the US dollar, and we believe it's going to take more US dollars to acquire that euro, which arrow would you want to see? Would you want to see an up arrow or a down arrow? Correct, an up arrow. Because if we get an up arrow and we know that the euro is stronger than the dollar, and the market's going to go this way, when we get the green arrow, the up arrow, that tells you right there that you should go in for a call. Those two things right there. When you see that, in your mind, you should go, oh, I could take this trade. So let's do an example. Look at this right here. This up arrow right here. Look what happened. So when you see a blue box, that means price went up. When you see a red box, that means price went down. When this green arrow came out, look what happened. It started right here and it went up. So you would have won that trade. Did anybody take Euro USD 5 minutes ago? If you did, type some dollar signs in the chat. Look at all those people that already understand how to use CASHTRAP. For all you brand new people, the reason why I'm showing you that is because if they can do it, you can do it. It just takes time. So, that is, guys, the process behind CASHTRAP. It was first the arrows, then we implemented the currency strength meter, and then now with CASHTRAP 3.0, we have added the points system. Like I said, this is always evolving. This is always growing. This is always getting better. Now we have the point system. Now, if you want to know how the point system works, this is how I look at the point system. 3 points is a good trade setup. It's a good trade setup. It's a trade that, it's a little bit riskier of a trade, but it's good. I like those trades. 3s are always ones that I would probably take, but I would not do a 3% trade. I'd probably do 1%, maybe 2%. So 3 is good. 4 is great. I love those trades. If I can get 4 more points, guys, I'm pretty excited, and those are trades I'm most likely going to take 100% of the time. Now, 5 are amazing trade setups. 5, if you can get a 5-point trade setup, man, those are 3% trades that I'm going to take. Like right here, this right here, look at this. Did anybody take Euro USD again? Guys, if you just took Euro USD, type some $signs in your chat, and I want to see your guys' entries. If you guys took Euro USD, type your entries in the chat right now. Wow. Look at this. 4-point trade, already went up, probably got in right around 523 to 530. Prices in the 540s. Look at that, 526, 526. Let's go. Prices in the 540s. So you guys already have secured the bag on Euro USD. Let's go. That is awesome. I love to see when people win when I don't even call it out. But guys, 5 points is an amazing trade setup. Now, there's a total possible point system set up for up to 7 points. But after 5, it does not change the strength of the trade. After 5, guys, does not really matter. Of course, you like to see more points, but 5, guys, is really the max. You might see 6, you might see 7, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really do anything else. 5, guys, is the best. Now, where do you get points? Well, you get point for the arrow. So the arrow is always a point. The next point is the currency strength meter. If the arrow's going with currency strength, that's a point. Next point is whenever you get a buy, that's a point. Whenever you get a cross up, that's a point. Whenever you get a cross up, that's a point. Supports, if you see this green line here, guys, that's also a point. These bands, those support bands, those are points. So you have a possibility up to 7 total points. But guys, if you guys cleared Euro USD, type your payouts in the chat real quick. Actually, if you guys have made money on this session, and I haven't even called out a trade yet, type your payouts in the chat real quick. 420, 130, $50, 300, 5,000, 200, 178. That is just off of looking at Euro USD. I haven't even called anything out yet. I haven't even done any analysis. That's just because people understand CASHTRAP. They see I'm looking at Euro USD, they understand how to read it, and just while I'm talking, 2 trades on Euro USD have gone the right way. People are also saying EJ did the same thing.